Okay, so I've been using the new email client called Newton, and it's actually the earlier free email client called CloudMagic in a new design and some new features. And Newton is available for iOS devices like the iPad and iPhone, and also for Android devices. And I use an Android phone at the moment. I use my Nexus 6P with the Newton email client. And Newton is also available for Mac OS, and I use Newton on my MacBook Air. And I must say that it's great to have an excellent email client for my Exchange account, my Exchange email account from work on my MacBook, for example. I can have my Exchange email directly on my MacBook in a nice and clean and excellent email client as Newton really is. So I've been mainly using Newton on my MacBook actually. On my Nexus 6P, my Android phone, I still prefer Inbox by Gmail. But when I have the need to see my Exchange email, I start up Newton on my Android phone too. And one of the best features with Newton is the Snooze feature. Newton has an excellent choice of different snooze options. You can snooze emails to tomorrow, next week, and so on. And Newton has one of the most different snooze options out there. I mean, other email clients like Microsoft Outlook, Inbox by Gmail, and so on doesn't have as many options to snooze emails as Newton has. Another great feature for Newton is that you can have read receipts. So you can see when you have sent away an email to a client, for example, or a friend or something, then you can see when that person has read your email. You get a notification when that person has read your email. I think that's excellent. Another great feature is that you can see a profile for the sender's profile picture. You can see the sender's different social profiles they have and so on, Twitter accounts and all that. So you can see a lot of information about that person. I think that's kind of useful, really. You can also connect different services and other apps to Newton. For example, Evernote, Trello, and OneNote, for example. And that is a really great feature, but I miss to have Google Keep and also Google Calendar as an option for that, because I would like to connect my Google Keep and Google Calendar too, because I use those services a lot nowadays. And with Newton, you can also schedule emails to be sent later. So for example, if you have written a reply to someone and you don't want to send that reply at the moment, you want to send it later, eventually even next weekend or something, then you can set that as a schedule to send for that day and that hour you want that email to be sent. I think that's an excellent feature too. And you can also undo a sent email. So you can take that back if you regret sending a reply, for example. You can take that email back again if you want to correct something, or you regret sending that because you were angry or something. Then you can undo a sent email. That's actually kind of magical, really. But now we come to the really negative thing with Newton, and that is the price. I mean, Newton is way too expensive. You pay $50 for 1 year as a subscription-based service. $50, and that is way too much. I'm sure that is not many users that will pay that. I'm sure of that. It's not worth 50 US dollars. I'm honest with you to say that. 50 US dollars is way too much, sadly. Because Newton is an excellent email client. One of the best out there, really. But it's not worth 50 US dollars per year. Okay, so that was some of my thoughts about the new email client called Newton by CloudMagic. Okay, bye.